Welcome into the WCS Sports Connection. I'm your host, District Athletic Director Patrick Whitlock, and with me always, Tate Mathews. Tate, we got a lot of postseason stuff to get to. I know you're pumped.
It's that time of the year. We will not have a lack of material today, I assure you.
No.
Spring fling is around the corner. Wilco's getting dialed up.
It is. And, there's an article in the Tennessean today talking about how spring fling is now spread out. A lot of animosity towards that. How do you feel about it?
Would it be my choice? No.
Right.
I understand some of the reasons why they're doing it, but no, I like it when it's all in Murfreesboro and you can go from soccer to tennis to track to baseball to softball, whatever you want to do. Yeah. So I understand it. I know why they're doing it. But yes, if I was a parent and especially someone that had to be a couple of different places, I would not like it.
Well, it could be some problem from some Wilco families because we're going to be well represented when it's all said and done.
It's definitely going to be a problem for some Wilco administrators.
Yes.
Can't be two places at one time.
Myself included.
Yes.
So
yes,
it's all good.
You're going to, especially with gas prices the way they are right now, that's fine. Super fun. You don't have a diesel, do you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Definitely not. Not a diesel kind of guy anyway. All right, so we're going to start with baseball. I got to start with this series between Nolensville and Ravenwood. It was off the charts great.
Yes.
Nolensville takes game one Monday night. Ravenwood comes back, takes game two. And then
which means
we got the rubber match Wednesday night to decide the district championship. Ravenwood hosted this game. There's a lot going on campus that night. They had flag football, senior night. We'll get to that here in a second. But it was one of the best high school baseball games I've seen, back and forth. But the crowd was tremendous. I would estimate over 1,000 people there. It was packed, standing room only. And, the thing with baseball, the crowd is it's almost like basketball, but they're right on top of you, and there's not as many guardrails.
Correct.
As there normally is. So Nolensville takes game 3, 6-5. Ravenwood takes a 5-4 lead. Going into the 7th inning, they bring on their ace, Colton Karkow, to try and close it out. He gets 2 outs. A controversial strike 3 that was not called. So Nolensville walks, and then the next Nolensville batter comes up and just launches one over the left field fence. Nolensville takes the lead, ends up winning the game 6-5.
So by controversial, I'm assuming it was not well received on
the Ravenwood
pitching side.
Ravenwood fans were not happy. It looked like a strike. I was right, but if you're right behind home plate, you got a decent view of it. It is what it is, right?
Did they call it a strike?
They did not. They called it a ball 4, right? But people were upset, and that kind of spilled over a little bit. This is a heated rivalry because Nolensville was opened to relieve overcrowding at Ravenwood, and a lot of these kids grew up playing together. There's some beef between some of the players. And it was an interesting environment. That's pretty much all I can say about that. We had some parents yelling some things that are, not appropriate. I just think parents need to be the adults in the room sometime. Would you agree with that?
Yes. Technically, you weren't in a room, but in
a venue.
At the venue, no, 100%.
And you can hear what is being said, especially when it's being yelled across the field. But
sorry, I missed that.
I know. And I won't miss it this weekend because they could play again. We're going to talk about the district tournament here in a second. But shout out to Ravenwood and Nolensville administrations. They were on top of it. They've handled it well. The 2 coaches have handled it very well. And they're probably going to play again this weekend unless there's some kind of upset because we got district tournament action. And, we talked about last week, it used to be whoever won the regular season had an automatic berth in the region. That is not the case anymore. So on Wednesday, Centennial is going to play Ravenwood at Ravenwood. Brentwood is going to play at Franklin. And then they've got kind of they've got a bracket there. It turns into a double elimination Friday. The teams are still left. It's kind of a clean slate. It's a very complex bracket, but by Nolensville winning the regular season, they got a little bit of an advantage getting a couple days off.
Correct. That's the advantage they get now. The reason it was the other way is because the size of the district before.
Right.
They decided to reward the regular season champion, which I always agreed with. I think you kind of agreed with that as well.
Yeah.
But now when you split the regions up and shrink them down, yes, I think it needs to go back to the way it is now, which makes it scary. It makes it scary for Nolensville. You have to win this thing.
Right. So you can host.
Changes how you Oh, they have to win it or be runner-up. Sorry.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which before it was just we played to win, but if we didn't, okay, we're going to go
got
on
some
the
extra
road.
rest.
We're going to win there.
Save our pitching.
Can't do that now.
No.
And all those games are scary. I mean, Centennial, Brentwood, Franklin, they can sneak up and bite you.
Oh, yeah. It just takes one great pitching outing to turn the tables.
Right. Or one bad on your end.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so that could go on through Monday. The championship will theoretically be on Sunday, but if the team that loses is their first loss after Friday, it'll come back Monday for the if necessary game. So must-see baseball action out at Nolensville this weekend. It's going to be epic. I really cannot wait. And the caveat here is the region includes District 12 4A, which includes Page, who's had a stellar season. They end up winning the district 7-2 record. Columbia, shout out to the Lions, good for them, goes 6-3. Indy goes 5-4. Summit finishes 4th. All these teams are dangerous.
yes.
So, Nolensville and Ravenwood, if they advance, are going to be matched up most likely against two Wilco teams. I guess Columbia could slip in there, but probably not. We'll see. I expect Independence to rise to the occasion, or Summit in this particular scenario. But their district tournament starts Thursday and will carry through the weekend. A little bit different since they only have 4 teams. So, but Page's had an outstanding season so far.
I know there's talk in basketball. Any talk in baseball to get rid of the district tournaments?
I don't think so.
It's a lot of baseball, man.
It is.
Especially people
playing the 3-game series, and now you got to turn around and play them again here like a week later in some circumstances. That's
one thing about Summit and Independence, both those programs, a lot of postseason success.
Yes.
In their history. So that would bother me a little bit too if I was on the other side.
Oh, no doubt. So that's what we got on tap this week in baseball. The latest rankings: Nolensville moves up to 5th place in the Tennessee Baseball Coach Association poll. Ravenwood drops to 6th. Page dropped out. I'm not sure why. I think they had a Friday loss mixed in there, so that's where things are at. So a lot of great baseball action. Make sure you get out to those venues this week. All right, softball. Summit had a win. We talked about this game last week. Summit beats Franklin 9-2 at 18 hits. Addie Willingham, a senior, stepped up big last couple weeks. She had a home run in their last 3 games, and against Franklin, she went 4 for 5 with 8 RBIs.
8 RBIs.
Yeah, so the 12-4A.
The Lady Spartans are getting hot.
They are, and made a little run at it. Page, obviously the team to beat. Page finishes 1, Summit 2, Indy 3, Columbia Central 4. Their tournament starts May 4th at Columbia Central. Nice for Columbia that they finish 4th and get to host it. So I'm sure that'll be great.
That's fun.
Yeah, no doubt. But they will start play next Monday. Brentwood had 2 competitive matchups this week. Ravenwood Centennial. Ravenwood back and forth game. Jessa Mason hit a home run. Delaney Balkema had 12 strikeouts. Lucy Runyon, Grace Hooper, and Jessa Mason each had a hit. Grace Hooper stole 2 bases. I know her mom is proud.
She keeps popping up.
I know.
Keeps making plays.
Making plays. Bruins had a total of 5 stolen bases, but fell short in an 8-7 game, losing in the bottom of the 7th. And then Centennial had a 12-run deficit in the 2nd inning, but still collected 13 hits. Sarah Elizabeth Stevens led the Bruins with 5 runs batted in, 2 for 5 on the day. Lucy Runyon, Sloan Day, Grace Hooper, and Jessa Mason each had 2 hits. Balkema had 3 walks at the plate, but they fell short in a 15-13 decision after trailing by 12.
Dude,
so,
that is a lot of runs
in
a softball game. That's exciting.
That's like an adult softball game.
Yes.
It's just like, out of hand. But they will start their district tournament. Also, this upcoming weekend, Centennial and Brentwood get to play again, and then the winner gets to play Nolensville. That's going to be tough.
Yep.
Franklin plays Ravenwood is a double elimination format. Obviously, Nolensville, the prohibitive favorite after their big win about a week ago over Page. Again, looks to be Nolensville and Page coming out of the region, not necessarily the district. But again, these teams will have a chance to face off in not just district play, but region play as well.
Going to be fun. I think Coach Hamilton, the job he's done with Centennial softball, I think needs to be commended.
Yes.
He's done a great job. A lot of turnover. Hadn't been a whole lot of consistency in the coaching. there through the years. Been a lot of turnover.
Coach Serban had a senior-heavy team his last year. Didn't leave him with a whole lot to work with.
And had a really good pitcher. But
Yeah.
I think what Coach Hamilton's done there is really good, really great job, really, of building that program up.
No
Let's
doubt.
keep that thing on the incline.
Now, boys soccer, we touched on this last week. The district quarterfinals will start on Friday. Ravenwood hosts Centennial, Brentwood hosts Summit, Franklin hosts Nolensville, and then the 4-5 matchup, Page hosts Independence. The 4-5 matchup, especially one team is going to leave incredibly disappointed because they've all got aspirations of state tournament. And quite honestly, if they get out of this district, they're going to have a shot.
That's right.
All right, girls lacrosse. Shout out to Indy. Girls lacrosse had 2 wins last week, 13-6 at Hillsboro and 7-2 versus Green Hill. Ravenwood in the region captures the region title and the #1 seed after a decisive 18-6 win over Brentwood in the Battle of the Woods. Addie Barlow, here we go, had another dominating performance in the draw circle with 11 wins. She also had 1 ground ball and a forced turnover and 4 goals, not to be outdone by sophomore Lily Callaghan, who led the scoring with 5 goals, and Riley Money, gotta love that name, continues to distribute the ball to her teammates with 4 assists and contributed 2 goals. Rounding out the scoring was junior Olivia Sacco with 3 goals and 2 assists. Sophomore Logan Lynn had 2 goals and 1 assist, and freshman Devin Roseboom with 2 goals. So, Lady Raptors get it done. They will be the #1 seed in the region tournament, which starts on Friday.
And they are the #1 seed.
Yes.
Like, they're the #1 seed. They're the #1 team. We love you. We're not trying to short you, but Rule 1 on Boat Race City. That's why I know Boat Race City for the Lady Raptors.
No Wilco and Wilco crime.
No Wilco on Wilco crime. Sorry, it's non-negotiable. You know where to at your complaints.
No doubt. All right, in Class A, found this information today. Page wins Region 4. Centennial finishes runner-up. They will both play Saturday in the region tournament, and if they both win, they will play each other to see who plays for the state championship, which will be May 15th. So, again, we're going to have a shot in single A and double A in lacrosse. One of those teams will make the state tournament or the state championship.
Agreed.
It's almost a given right
Agreed.
there. In boys, Class A, Page wins Region 4, Centennial runner-up, so just like the girls. Both play Saturday in the region tournament with Page hosting Wilson Central and Centennial traveling to Hillsboro. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they both win.
I do too.
And then they face each other the following week. Winner of that will advance the state tournament as well. Centennial will be hosting the boys are going to be at Ravenwood, but the girls could end up playing at home for the state championship. That would be pretty cool. And let's see. Nolensville captures the region championship in Double A. Second place still up for grabs. We'll know, again, those teams play this Saturday. So the lacrosse bracket is kind of short. It's really just 8 teams. It's almost like once you get done with your regular season and you're still playing, you're kind of in the state tournament.
Right.
So,
Which is fun, but
Yeah.
we need a little bit more growth. Great job on the bracketology, Coach
yeah,
Whitlock.
all over it.
Very impressive.
TSSAA website was on fire today. It was updated.
It was? You were burning it?
There was some stuff missing, so, but it's all good. All right, girls flag football. Here we go. The Brentwood Bruins. I got to see this game. The Lady Bruins got a close win over Nolensville. They trailed early, came back, got the win. Offensive production led by wide receiver Callie Whitfield, who scored the go-ahead TD late in the 4th. Defensive production. Before you even flipped the page, I bet you knew who was on the next page.
I'm going to go with Emma Archer. It's just a question of how many interceptions she had.
She only had 2.
Golly, Emma, come on.
Yes. So she lost game 2, or the Bruins lost game 2 of the night against Ravenwood. Ravenwood ends up winning it. We'll have more on them here in a second. But it's funny. So I was on the sideline for this game, and people around me were like, what number is Emma Archer? Because they watched the show.
Yes.
And they know all about her. So thanks for watching.
Well, and just pay attention when they're on defense.
Right.
It's not hard to figure it
The
out.
girl picking off passes. Somebody said they'd moved her to like a linebacker for one of the games. So I don't know if that's true. Coach Reinbold's shaking it up a little bit on the defensive side.
JR is, he's moving the pieces around, keeping the offense guessing. But, the other thing, Coach Evans sent us some clips of her, which thank you, Coach Evans. And not only is she great at, these balls aren't just, it's not like she's she's back there and a floater goes to her and lands in
It's
her
not a
hand.
Hail Mary.
No, she's reading it. She's coming out of her cut. She's breaking. She's driving through the ball and then taking the thing to the house. Sometimes making a couple of moves to. I mean, really athletic plays.
Yeah. Well, goes without saying.
The fellas could watch some of this and pick up a pointer or two.
No doubt. No doubt. All right. Independence girls flag football finished the regular season with wins over Columbia Central and Summit to finish second in the region. Shout out to the Lady Eagles finishing second. That's got to be the highest they've ever finished, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. 11-2 overall. Had big games from sophomore QB Erica Garner and junior wide receiver, two-sport star, also a basketball player,
That's right.
Maddie Zates. So congrats to them. Franklin Flag went 3-0 last week, defeated Smyrna 45-0.
Thanks for playing.
Boat Race City. Centennial 18-0. And then Page 14-13 in OT. Molly Forrest, the two-sport star again, continues to be productive leader on defense, but this week she has begun playing some offense and threw the winning TD to Jada Hendricks in OT against Page. Cecily Brandamore, also two-sport star, had nine receptions on Wednesday night from Olivia Wright, one for a 15-yard touchdown. So looks like the Lady Admirals, Coach Webb, got the team kind of clicking at the right time here. I think they're going to be a tough out.
Coach Webb, it's been a long time, but love to have another Boat Race City with Coach Webb captaining the boat. As you know, West Tennessee, Kentucky Lake, Paris, Tennessee. Native, he's a pontoon guy all the way, man.
He is.
But he was enjoying that pontoon. He had that thing hammered down. Couple things to notice on that. One, two of those wins shutouts. That means no points were scored.
He's the defensive guru.
He's Dr. Defense,
yes.
Right? It translated over into girls flag football. And also, he would never tell you this, but the Lady Admirals have been battling injuries. They were banged up. They're getting healthy, and I think you just got a glimpse of what this is going to look like when they are healthy. They're going to be really scary come tournament time. And in Brandamore, 9 targets. I don't know who's calling the offense. I don't know if it's Tuck or Coach Webb or who. Great job. I've been wondering that.
Throw it up.
Just throw it up to her, man. Like, okay, where do we have to get a first down or a touchdown? Okay, Cecily, run to that point, throw it up and get it.
Right. There's nobody in the district you can put on her that,
No.
I mean, if it's a jump ball, she's probably going to get it.
I think I just roll with a PI.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your only
See
chance.
what happens.
Yeah, it's your only chance. All right.
And I think it's so cool that she's playing.
Yeah.
She's going to Missouri on a full ride, right?
Right, yeah.
To play SEC basketball. She's out here playing with her team. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
If girls flag football ever catches up with, right now the benefits of playing women's basketball in college compared to girls flag football outweigh each other. But if they ever got even, I'd love to see if she could have played college flag football.
It begs the question, maybe some volleyball and soccer club coaches could learn something from this, because sometimes they're a little bit of a deterrent in kids playing two sports. Yeah, there's a ton of girls soccer players playing flag.
Big time.
But volleyball, not as much.
They don't want to share.
And it's not the school coaches. I want to be very clear. It's the club coaches.
Right.
The people making money off children. All right. Anyway, the Ravenwood Raptors finished the regular season on Wednesday with a doubleheader against Nolensville and Brentwood, winning both those games. Started off with a 19-0 win over Nolensville, led by a 3 TD performance by
Carol Marvin.
Yes. Highlighted by a dazzling 43-yard touchdown run on the last play of the first half. Cannon Smith capped off the scoring with a 50-yard touchdown reception. And then in the nightcap, the Battle of the Woods, following senior night, this game started a little late, if you know what I'm saying. But it was fine. There's a lot going on Ravenwood's campus the other night. But they took home the region championship with the win, blanked the Bruins 26-0. The defense was led all evening by a combination of Avery Brown, Lindsay Lee, and Rhea Carthon. Raptors forced 3 interceptions, with the highlight be by Chi-Chi Nadeau,
All name team.
all name team, two-sport star.
Yep.
Again, Carol Marvel rushed and threw for combined TDs, bringing her total to 57 on the season. They played 13 games. I mean, that's a little bit over 4 touchdowns a game.
She's a player, man.
Yeah. Avery Brown had 2 TD receptions, and Cannon Smith had another. So they're
By the way,
dominating.
bumped into Coach Rodriguez last week at Cracker Barrel.
That's a good spot.
They did watch the show.
Oh yeah, he told me he came up and said thanks for the motivation. I can't remember. I saw him somewhere.
If you need us on staff, well, it'd probably be conflict of interest. We couldn't really do that, but maybe a pregame speaker if you need us. We're here. Don't think you really need it, but
I don't think we're getting that call, but
no.
Whatever it takes.
But hey, man, let's
So bracketology.
heavy as the crown.
Yeah.
They've won it every year.
Yeah. Somebody's got to knock them off. And speaking of, we got the region tournament coming up this week, starting with the quarterfinals, which are on Wednesday. Now, before that, well, no, that's not true because they're going to play the same day. Nolensville and Centennial have to play the 8-9 game.
Right?
Nolensville had Brentwood on the ropes. Now, I know Brentwood ended up finishing 5th. Brentwood's a solid team.
Yes.
So Nolensville Centennial is going to play. They got to turn around and play Ravenwood, the winner of that game, right after that. So I think we both have Ravenwood advancing out of that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then the next game, which is going to be at Summit. Summit getting to host the Lady Bruins. Good year for the Lady Spartans. 6 p.m. Wednesday at Summit. Summit and Brentwood. Oh, man. I think I got the Lady Bruins in this one.
Defense? You think defense tops them?
I'm not going to bet against our girl.
Emma Archer. Are you asking me or? Are we,
That's my pick. We're going back and forth here.
yeah, okay. So obviously I'm with you on Ravenwood.
Yes.
I'm with you. I think there's enough film. We've seen each other enough times now. I think Brentwood's defense, and I think they're going to have that thing dialed up. They're going to know what they want to do, which way they want them to go. And I think that will be the prevailing factor. And I think the Lady Bruins offense will drum up just enough points. And who knows? Be careful. Brentwood's defense has been known to score some points. So I'm with you. I think we're getting ready to see another Battle of the Wood.
The defense has carried them.
Carried them.
Now, you spoke to Coach Evans. Does he watch the show?
Yes.
Was he offended
No.
by us saying, hey, score some points?
Well, yeah, he knows.
Okay.
He knows they got to score. He knows.
Because there's no offense meant, we just said.
Right. No, he knows. But, I mean, sometimes that's just how – you've had teams that were better defensively than offensively. You have teams
Not very often.
Right. That wasn't really your MO.
Right.
But you know what I'm
On
saying.
occasion. But there were years where we couldn't score.
Yeah.
And I used to watch this show, and then I would call Dr. Qualls and be like, hey, man, you're exactly right. Anyway.
Well, yeah. And I mean, everybody knows it's legendary. When I about got
that's
cold
right.
stunned by Mrs. Gaynor outside of a game. But
Yeah.
passion
Yes.
for your team. I love it.
Got to have it. All right. In the 3-6 matchup at Franklin against Columbia.
Boat Race City.
Franklin. Yeah, we're taking them. I think the dream is over for Columbia.
Thanks for playing.
They had their moment against Ravenwood.
Right.
See ya. All right. And then the upstart Lady Eagles, the 2 seed against Page. This could be a good game. Page has got some pretty productive history playing some flag football.
Big time.
Coach Rathbone does a great job. I'm going with the Eagles, though. They're on a tear.
I didn't think that's where you were going. I agree. I think Independence, I think this is, that you mentioned they went 11-2. How frustrating is that? You're 11-2 in your second seed.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if Page can drum up enough points.
Yeah, they've struggled.
But if anybody can do it, it's Coach Bone and his ladies.
We'll see. So, only real upset we have is Brentwood over Summit in the 4-5 matchup. I don't know if that'd be called an upset. Right. And who knows? Maybe Summit watches the show and
they're ready.
This is what gets them over the top, this motivation that we're giving them. So, the semifinals will be next Monday, and then the championship game next Wednesday. That's going to be awesome.
Higher seed host sites all the way through?
Yes. So
including the championship game?
Yes. Okay. If Ravenwood continues to win, they will host. The semifinals is the highest remaining seed, so Ravenwood would host both games on Wednesday. If they win, if they lose, it could be Indy, could be Franklin. We just don't know at this point. So we'll have an update for you next week.
We doing the semis?
Well, no, because we'll have another show next week.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, tennis. Got this nugget off the TWSAA site as well. Fairview boys win District 12.
Let's go.
Going into region action this Friday. Brentwood boys beat Ravenwood 4-3. Comes down to the last match of the day at the I believe number 6 spot, and Brentwood pulls it out. So
Do you call it that anything in tennis?
Battle of the Woods.
No, yeah, no. No, I mean like when it's the last
No,
match.
no.
Yeah. By the way,
Well played.
I'm dying on the Battle of the Wood Hill.
I know. It's fine.
You give that no like.
Look, the way I see it, it's Brentwood and Ravenwood. That's plural. There's 2 woods. You got to add the S.
Right. And
But
what is when you look at Brentwood's address? What is it?
Brentwood.
Tennessee 37027.
Yeah.
What is Ravenwood's address? Brentwood,
Wilson Pike.
Tennessee 37027.
Yeah.
There is one city of Brentwood. There just happens to be 2 high schools in it.
I get you.
It's the battle. I never could get through to joins on this. Qualls would at least pacify me. It's the battle of Brentwood. There's only one Brentwood.
I respect your opinion.
But nothing.
No, I'm sticking with it.
All right. I appreciate you.
You would think I would be the
Commitment.
authority on this. Just the fact there's even an argument about it shows you could be right.
Well, I've been around this one for all of them too,
It's true. Longer than me.
and I think he's forgotten. We reached out to Coach Daniels, and he said, "But I hadn't thought about that in 15 years." But I think when it first started, Coach Daniels called it the Battle of the Wood. But
We're going to need a picture of the trophy for football. And,
well, no, it's been changed. I think it got doctored. I think it got altered.
wow.
That's what I'm saying. That Joins tried this one too. I don't.
Well,
I'm not willing to let that be the deciding factor.
that's fair.
I think we need because I'll lose that one too. I was going to say I think we need a Twitter poll on this, but
I'm going to put that up as soon as we get out of here.
okay. I'm fully
fair.
expecting to lose, but
Well, we'll see. All right. Also, Brentwood girls won 4-1 over Page. They're the region champs. They're advancing on, or district champs, moving on to the region. Fully expect both those teams to be in the state tournament.
correct.
Yeah.
And
All
I
right.
think a really good chance of the girls being state champs, boys too. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, out in East Tennessee, still blows my mind. They play some pretty good tennis out there.
They do. Tennessee High, some of those other, they're legit. All right. Track.
Strong.
The Grade 8. Got a great update from Coach Doty at Brentwood. Boys 4x100 team shattered the school record running a 41.36, which is the number 1 time in the state and Tennessee all-time number 7.
4x1.
Yeah.
Number 7 all time in the state of Tennessee. We're talking Memphis Central, Jackson Central, Mary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're from that part.
Yeah.
Think about some of the relays. Pearl Cone here. Back in the day, Hunter's Lane.
In 41 seconds, man.
Dude, that is a couple of things. One, that's 4 guys that can flat get it. 2, that is flawless exchanges, right? You can't run a 41. You can't run a 41.36 and have anything go wrong on the exchange. That's moving.
It is. So shout out to Liam Ching, Darren Aglublawano, Jackson Allen, and Cameron High. They're moving. That's impressive. All right, also from Brentwood, 200-meter first place, Darren Agblano. I hope I probably butchered that name. I apologize.
Agbanlowo.
Yeah.
Got a text from Coach Doty that I got it right last week.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Shout out to you. 110-meter hurdles, Cameron High finishes first. 300-meter hurdles, Cameron High finishes first. And couldn't have a show without mentioning the Banavacs. 800 meters first, Leah Banavac. 1,600 meters first, Lauren Banavac. And then the 100-meter hurdles, fourth, Isley Cowart finished there. Girls 4x400 team finished third, running a 3-minute 56.7. School record is 3:56.59, so they were off by tenths of a second. Leah Banavac, Claire Young, Lauren Banavac, and Taylor Williams. Pretty impressive. Also, from Franklin, Carson Vaughn, 2-sport guy, basketball star.
Long jump.
First in the long jump. Independence's Asher Oates, stud, wins the boys 1,600 in 4 minutes, 10 seconds.
4 minutes, 10 seconds.
I think I could ride my bike that fast. Anna Keeney broke 19 feet in the long jump and anchored the 4x100 for the Ravenwood girls. Her final jump was 19.3. And you got anything to add to the grade? I know you had a conversation with Coach Manderfield on your show over the weekend.
Yeah, I did. Braden Brooks won the triple jump with a 48.4. Thought this was pretty interesting. He only jumped one time. So he went and jumped it. He had to get ready for the relay, the 4x8. They were so close together that he didn't really want to mess that up. So he kept checking back in with Coach Manderfield and the coaches. Hey, where am I? You're still in first. You're still in first. So he wins the thing. Again, this is the great 8.
Right.
He wins it with one jump, and it was a 48.4. So I thought that was very cool. Also, I thought this was very, very neat. In the 300 hurdles, Cameron High, number 1, Brentwood. Braden McCarthy of Nolensville, 2nd. Jonathan Vest of Nolensville, 3rd. Will Beasley, 4th. Cade Whitman, 5th. In the grade 8, the 300 hurdles, Wilco goes 1 through 5.
Pretty strong.
That is really, really strong.
Well, all right. One other thing to mention, we got the Wilco workout Tuesday night. I know this will air on Wednesday, but we got it, Tuesday afternoon. We're moving it up due to some weather possibilities, but 90 of the best Williamson County football players are going to assemble over at Centennial High School, go through some drills, and we got over 20 universities, probably going to be 8 to 10 more than that.
Correct.
Going to be represented. And nice little event over there. Shout out to Coach Broderick, Coach Rector, Coach Stidham helping put together the program and everybody involved. Mathews Team Sports providing some gear. It's going to be a fun event.
It's a fun event. It's a great time watching all those athletes out there together from the different schools. And yeah, it's fun watching the coaches coach too. Get ready, Coach Jackson will take that offensive line drill over, and man, if that doesn't get you fired up, you probably need to check your pulse.
Well, it's my first one. I'm pretty excited.
It's gonna be fun.
Coach Q from Ravenwood going to be out there timing them in the 40. So a lot of good data, but a cool event that kind of sets us apart from maybe some other districts and maybe some other schools.
Nobody else does it. I can't tell you how many coaches in other districts tell me, man, that's really cool. I wish we did that.
Yeah. And also shout out to some of the coaches, because some of the guys that are like kind of, 4 to 5 stars that already have the offers, they kind of put them on the back burner to showcase some of their other players.
As they should.
To give them some looks. So it's going to be a great event Tuesday night at Centennial High School. We'll probably have some highlights from that next week.
One more piece of news. Breaking. Won't be breaking when this airs.
I know what you're about to say.
We got a new basketball coach.
We do.
He's not new, but he's new.
But he's coming back.
He's
back to the school he coached at. And I can't be more excited about it because, we've had great coaching. We lose a great coach in Coach Wilkins. We add another great coach in our guy, Jeremy Moore, returning to Independence High School.
Coach Mo's back.
He's back, and I know he's excited.
He is.
And they probably won't miss a beat with him at the helm.
No.
So
No, it'll look a little different.
Yes, it will look different.
But
not worse.
Not the overall record.
Different.
It'll just look different.
Yeah, they'll still be a tough out. So
Yes,
congrats.
Coach Moore, we're glad you're back, buddy. And I think Dr. Patton, Dr. Weiss, Coach Mary Beth White, I think they deserve a lot of credit on making that happen.
Yep, home run hire. I texted them the other day and said that, and they said, well, we're excited. So, as they should be. So, that's going to wrap it up for the Sports Connection. We'll see you again next week.